What's good, people? How you living? How you breathing? Listen, I know I've been MIA, but here I am. I'm alive and well and kicking and fine. I was taking a little brekkie, just like a mental break. But now we back. So as you can see by the title, it's been my third year in Las Vegas. Like, crazy how time has moved so fast. Listen, the same thing I said in my 2-year, most of that is relatively true. Like, okay, if y'all haven't seen that video, I'll put it up here for you. You can go back and watch it when I hit my 2-year here. My third year was August 18th. I know we're in September, but like I said, I was taking a brekkie. And I still very much love living here. Still very much hate the summers. Still very much hate my electric bill in the summer. But I still very much love living here, and I do not foresee myself moving to another state or another country anytime soon, like whatsoever. Livy thrives here. I really love it. And we're coming up on sweater weather, which is the time for me to just, I promise myself to be more active when the weather is not devil toenail worthy. You know, it's not a bazillion bazooka like degrees out here. Like today is 101, tomorrow's gonna be 102. But next week, our temperature looks like it's going to be dropping out of the hundreds, even into the 80s. So turn up, I'm so excited. So, I mean, the updates aren't really like a whole lot. It's just more or less, this year, as you've known, as you've seen, if you've been here for a while and been a part of the Puff Nation, I've traveled so much since January, even September, because I think that's when I went to Global. But from January, I've traveled and met so many Puffs and friends and got to see states and places more than I have my entire life. I'm glad that I've taken this time to kind of chill out and reset and get my health together again, like really start again on focusing on getting this where I need it to be, keeping this where I need it to be, getting the finances and the funds together, because I do want to travel more and explore Vegas more. Nevada has such beautiful things that I've been seeing on TikTok and seeing other people's travel vlogs of them traveling the state for which I live in. And I don't want to treat Vegas like I treated Philadelphia. Like, I lived there my whole life. There was a ton of things I never did while in Philadelphia or even on the East Coast. I don't want to do that while I live here and while I'm in a state of mind where I'm actually enjoying traveling. The one thing I have to deal with the most that really just, it makes me uncomfortable and it makes me kind of hate the part of traveling is airports. Yeah, I don't like them. I like that they're getting me somewhere that I want to go. I don't like them. I still don't like taking flights. I don't like it. But I will tell you this. I was blessed to experience first class. And baby, I don't want to go back, never go back to economy, but the funds won't take me. That's how it be, real facts. Like, I lucked out with that whole like first class situation, and it wasn't a super long flight. It was from Washington to Vegas, but I promise you my life was changed. My life was changed, and I want to get to a place financially where when I do travel, that's even an option. I unfortunately was supposed to go to Japan in October. I had to cancel that because of funds. It just didn't sit right with Livy and scheduling. It just, a lot of things happened that I needed to make sure I get corrected, and I'm doing that right now. So Japan will definitely happen next year at some point. Traveling to other states and places and meeting more Puffs and seeing friends. I definitely promised my mom that I would come home in the next 6 months. So there will be a travel vlog where I'm taking my butt back to Philadelphia with the crust so she can see her cousins and her aunties and her uncles and her grandparents and all of that. And me seeing all of them too and my friends and eating the food that I miss so much. I definitely will make that conscious effort. The one thing that I wanted to do before going home was have my late husband's tombstone paid off. It is not as of yet, but that does not mean it won't be, okay? Because we on this grind, okay? And we gonna get it right, we gonna get it tight any way that it needs to be done, okay? By any means necessary, very Malcolm X'd it, okay? So yeah, but as far as Vegas is concerned, I'm very comfortable, except for the summer months. Update, if you didn't see, I have a cat. His name is Woozy. He's going to be 7 months. He's doing great, except he's a menace of mass destruction. So that's just being a kitten. He doesn't get to just roam the house freely all day and night because he's still very I'm a menace age, and he just wants to jack everything up. So we let him out when we're watching him and training him not to go here, not to touch that, like trying to get him together, but letting him live his life. He has his own little room that he stays for a nice chunk of time, especially when he's doing his little 12-hour cat nap. He lives his best life. Olivia is in the 4th grade this year. She will be 10 this year as well. So her birthday is coming up. Crazy how we moved here after she graduated kindergarten. Like, that is a huge... A lot happens in 3 years, bro. A lot happens in a year. Like, a lot happens in 6 months. And I'm elated and I'm excited about what's to come and what adventures to be on, and getting everything back to where it was in a sense, so that she can also enjoy like the splendors of traveling as well. Although she doesn't necessarily like being on planes. Like that's not the tea. Like she's not a fan, okay? Because like you can't really get up and roam around. Like she don't like that. Like it just, she in a plane and she's like, eh. Like, so, but yeah, so I don't know how much traveling she gonna do, honey, but I do plan on being outside once the weather breaks. Hopefully next week we'll start like AM lives on TikTok or even on YouTube where I'm outside and enjoying the nicer weather. Especially if I could go, I can't wait to be able to go on my walks after I drop Livy off and after I do an official workout, like going to the different places in Vegas to see the waterfalls, hiking. Like I don't dislike nature. I just don't like the heat. I don't mind sweating if there's a point to it. Like if I'm going to see a beautiful waterfall on a hike or an amazing view, I'm okay with it. I'm just not used to it, but I would like to become used to it. I definitely want to see, I will do some more content of touristy things as long as it's on Groupon. Groupon, call me. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. Groupon be having some really good deals, and we love a savings here. I am a cheap queen. I want to do cheap adventures. Is that a thing? Okay, anywho. I didn't go snowboarding last year. They had an avalanche up in Mount Charleston. They had to rebuild everything. I think majority of it is rebuilt and okay for tourists again. So my plan is to actually go snowboarding this year. If nothing terrible happens up that mountain, man, fingers crossed. And take the crust tubing. I know she'll have fun. It's a little cold, but she'll have a good time. What else is new? I mean, I don't really know. I'm kind of just coming back from a break, living my life every single day. I am still door dashing when I'm able to. They've changed their system on how to get to Top Dasher. It's a little pain in the butt these days, but I do as much as I can and make smart choices. But like I said, I will go live more on here and check in with you guys. I will go back to my regularly scheduled program on TikTok, being on TikTok every single evening, but being here more often when I'm not door dashing, maybe after working out, on my walks, or my morning live. Sometimes I'll switch it up between here and TikTok. But yeah, like I love it here. I know I've had a couple people who's messaged me on Facebook asking me like how I like it, what's the pricing of housing, jobs and things of that out here. I have a little bit of information, but not a whole lot. I can only go based on where I live, and the average prices of other places that when I moved here, I looked at the pricing, but I'm sure it's gone up a lot since then. I have renewed my lease, so I'm here for another year, Avi, in this house, my pink house, for another year, I should say, not Vegas, but like my pink house for another year. I hopefully will be here for another 2 years, 2 to 3 in this home. And then depending on what high school works best for the crust will determine if I actually would have to move. Because if I just stay here, like I could just stay here, like it's fine or whatever. Yeah, I ain't got no beef. I mean, they're going to have beef with me because I want them to change the carpets on the stairs and the landing and in the loft. I'm sure my management company is going to be like, girl, no. And I'm going to be like, yes, like, come change this expeditiously. Please and thank you. Any hoots. But outside of that, like, everything is really good. I truly can't complain. If you're interested to move anywhere, I would say Vegas is good. Summerlin and Henderson are a lot of places that people live. It's a little bit more pricier there. I live further north Las Vegas. Like, you want to go like see, there's like Sky Canyon is up that way, a little bit more pricier, Aliante and up, like that part of North Vegas and up. Because if you look up North Las Vegas, there is some sketchy areas on like the other side of Cheyenne, on the other side of MLK Boulevard, on the other side of Rancho. They be sketchy somewhat, okay, but not all the areas are bad. You just really got to look into it. I would say, you know, you want to it further closer to the, because we're at the bottom of the mountain, so you want to go like bottom of the mountain up type of deal. North Las Vegas. That's why I put 2 norths on that shit, like go up, you know what I mean? Is a really nice area. It can be pricey to some. It is Las Vegas. This is a tourist attraction, so things can be absolutely expensive here. However, you do get more bang for your buck. The same amount I would pay for this house, I promise you, if I was still in that apartment in Del County, I'll be paying the same amount for that less than 1,000 square foot, 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 2nd floor apartment. And I have a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath house. And that's not a flex. That's just numbers by space, square footage, like garage, like, you know what I mean? Like, you get more bang for your buck, especially if you're living in a city. Now, if you live in a rural area somewhere in the South or Midwest or like whatever, you're probably getting more bang for your buck there too, if you don't want to live in more of a city setting or whatever. But yeah, I absolutely love it here. Year 3, guys, like, here's to year 4. Cheers. May it be amazing and prosperous for all of us. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and join the membership if you haven't. Thank you to all of my members and Monica holding us down, gifting memberships to other people. I greatly appreciate that. And if you are a new member or you just subscribed, welcome to the Puff Nation. I love your faces. Have a great day.